Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a Form 8K filing from Mobix Labs Inc. It's a current report, so expect some recent news. Think of it as getting the inside scoop on a company that's trying to stay ahead of the curve, or maybe just trying to stay afloat. We will see. Z-Scroll. Form 8K C-Scroll. This Form 8K is basically a snapshot of important events that Mobix Labs wants to share with its investors. The date of the report shows the earliest event happened around February 18th, 2025. That's when things started happening. C-Scroll, Mobix Labs in C. Z-Scroll, Mobix Labs is the name and they are incorporated in Delaware. The company's file number is 001-40621. Think of it as their ID with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Their IRS number is 9815911717, which is also an ID, but with the IRS. C-Scroll 15420 Laguna Canyon Road. Z-Scroll, they're based in Irvine, California, and their phone number is 94980888888. If you want to talk to them, that is how you get a hold of them. This section is just checking some boxes confirming that this filing isn't trying to pull any fast ones regarding communications. This scroll, Class A common stock, par value $0.00001 per share. This scroll, Mobix Labs, has its Class A common stock, which is basically regular shares of the company. Each share has a par value, kind of like a face value of almost nothing per share. The shares trade under the ticker symbol Mobix on the Nasdaq Global Market. They also have warrants which give you the right to buy shares later, trading as Mobix W on the Nasdaq Capital Market. This scroll, Emerging Growth Company Mobix Scroll. The company identifies as an emerging growth company, which basically means they're a smaller company still growing. And they have not elected not to use the extended transition period, which is a way for companies to comply with the new financial accounting standards. This scroll, Item 2.02 Results of Operations and Financial Condition. This scroll. Here is where things start to get interesting. Mobix Labs put out a press release about their financial results for the quarter that ended December 31st, 2024. The details are in Exhibit 99.1. Now remember, even though it's furnished, it's not officially filed unless they specifically say so. Exhibit 99.1 is the key to seeing how the business did and should contain all the important details. The report is signed by Kivan Samini, who is the President and Chief Financial Officer. This confirms that someone is taking responsibility for what is in the report. Now, let's step back and look at what this all means. Mobix Labs is an emerging growth company that just released its financial results for the last quarter of 2024. They seem to be keeping everyone in the loop by filing this Form 8K. Let's imagine we actually had that press release to look at their performance and the potential of this company. Okay, let's imagine for a second we have the real numbers. If revenue increased significantly, that's a big win. It means they're selling more of their products or services. However, we have to look at profit margins. Are they actually making money, or are they spending too much to get those sales? It all comes down to the overall health of their business and if there's an actual demand for it. If they are investing heavily in research and development, that could be a positive. It shows they're trying to innovate and stay ahead of the competition, but it's also a risk. Will those investments pay off? If they're taking on a lot of debt, that's a yellow flag. They might be struggling to fund their growth, and too much debt can sink a company. Are they expanding into new markets, or are they relying on a few key customers? Diversification is good because it means they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. If leadership changes, it can signal uncertainty. Are they losing key people, or are they bringing in fresh talent to shake things up? If a company is involved in lawsuits or investigations, that's a red flag. It can cost them money, damage their reputation, and distract them from running their business. The company is considered an emerging growth company and that it is still growing and finding its place. This can mean more volatility in the short term, but more returns in the long term. Given that this is a smaller company and the information available in this report is not very detailed, it is important to keep risk management in mind. It's also tough to give an exact price target without knowing those key financial details, so it's important that you do your research before investing in anything. A reasonable target price range is probably between $4 to $6 based on future potential. However, keep in mind the lack of available information that is hampering our overall view of the company. In conclusion, while Mobix Labs has potential, the risks associated with emerging growth companies and the lack of detailed financial information make me lean towards a slightly bearish outlook. More information will be needed. Thanks for watching, and if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more corporate deep dives.